Oh, I was talking to myself, wasn't I? Ha 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 ha.
That's always a good sign.
There, you're on there, Sean.
Yep. Okay, I got the stream up. I'm all good to go.
Cool.
I think we're live.
Are we actually live right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, hey everyone. This is professionalism. Hey everyone, how we doing today? Welcome in. We are getting started here. Why am I going into load? Going into the wrong screen. Welcome in, everyone.
Regular runs.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, welcome in, everyone. We got some Azure Dreams coming in for you. My name is Horza. I'm here to show off this game, and I am joined by my co-commentator, Shawnee.
Yep, I'm Shawnee.
This is going to be the time that I'm going to ask, what incentive did the incentives get met for my name the hero? Because we are at that time.
You just asked for the hero name?
Yes.
That name is circle plus triangle equals heart.
Excellent. Plus triangle equals.
That's just all sorts of math. What the heck?
Circle plus triangle equals heart. There we go.
Wait.
All right, so we're going to have here a few minutes of cutscene dialogue while I get through some menus. So we're going to go ahead and give y'all some information about what we're doing here today.
Yep.
So Azure Dreams is a roguelike, tower climbing, monster collecting, town building, dating simulator game. It does a lot of things all at the same time, but we're going to pretty much ignore everything else except for the tower. We'll be able to see some of these characters for a few, but we're going to be spending most of our time just climbing this tower. And yeah, this is going to be the any percent run, so the goal is to just beat the boss of the tower. And after that, that's going to be time. We have 40 floors to get through. It's going to have a lot of different unique monsters throughout the run, and this game, while it is an RPG, it tends to kind of play more like an action RPG, given how fast the menuing and such is. We're most of the way through this little cutscene here. People are going to talk for a bit. We don't really worry about what they say, because we usually skip this part.
Yeah, our timing technically starts once you get the pita fruit and outside the house. You can save the game. You can load it up because we're sick and tired of seeing this, and the amount of RNG. There's no benefit to having a save file name. So it's with the donation incentive, we have to make a new file for this.
Mm-hmm. So we just clock this into being part of the run as it is. It's only a couple of extra minutes at the end of the day, so it's not too big of a deal. And so we're here greeted by some of the characters that we may never actually see again. These are some like these characters that have the art here would be your typical dating aspect of the game. But we're not doing any of that today.
Yeah, well, we just want to go to the top of the tower and make things super easy.
I got to be very careful here that I don't hit the wrong menu button, so this guy doesn't talk to me for about. If I hit yes there, he's going to talk to me for another like 60 solid seconds of menus. And
and also, I'm pretty sure his eyebrows are what talk to you.
It's true. His eyebrows are what wiggle at you.
Yeah. Actually, everyone has like an animation for the most part for the important characters, like the potential girlfriends, except your mother. She has no animation on her.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, actually.
Yeah.
Like, every one of the characters has some pretty interesting things going on.
What are you doing? Go back there.
Oh, wait, what?
Timer.
Oh, do the timer? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do the quick restart here so we can get the timer going.
Yeah.
Don't mind me, I'm ready. I'm too eager to go. All right. And we can go ahead and start that time right now.
There you go.
And so now we're running up here. We're going straight up to the tower. There would be normally, in a normal playthrough, you have some little side quests you could start, but we're just going to skip all those.
Oh, what's the name for the monster?
Yes, can we get the bid war for the monster name? Oh no, I did the wrong thing.
You can name it inside the tower.
Yeah. I can change that real quick. What is the name though?
I currently do not see it. If you give me a second, I could try and find it.
Sure.
Sure.
I can change it at basically any point here. So, too used to doing my normal runs of skipping the name, is hitting that circle
Yeah,
button
that's
too
what I
fast.
figured was going to happen, because it's really easy to... Like, this entire first floor, there's going to be a couple text skips. There's going to be... the same 5 items you get every single run. This is the only guaranteed thing, and the tutorial floor with this little blue guy, which I'm pretty sure me and Horza will be calling different pronunciations of his name, because no one in the community can pronounce it coherently with everyone else. I say Queenie, I think you said Cooney, don't you?
Yeah, I say Cooney, you say Queenie. There's pretty much a different name for every single person here.
Yeah. Coon is, I think, the phonetically correct one, but that might be it. But just to get over the normal spiel, Horse is going to pick up the same 5 items. It's going to be a copper sword, a medicinal herb, a wooden shield, an egg, which will be randomly colored, but it will always contain a plumpa and roughly 80% heated up. We'll get into that when that comes around to that. And then a fireball, which is probably the most important item he's going to get, because it's going to basically make or break him encountering certain things, because once he gets to floor 2, the game is procedurally generated at that point, and everything can kill Horza.
Pretty much. Once we start getting into the next floor, we run into the beautiful things known as traps, which are probably the biggest RNG-defining thing of the whole run at this point, because they can really, really either make or break everything. They have a chance to be able to paralyze you and stop you for upwards of 50 turns, so...
Yeah, shout out to Sand Knight.
Shout out to
Using
Sand Knight.
Repel Ball, and then a Sleep Ball, and then putting himself to sleep in a Holy Bell room. We see here, sorry, Horza running around the room there. It skips 2 text boxes. It's not that much of a time save, so if you don't well learn it, don't bother. The amount of RNG in this game is not going to make or break a PB. Like, the fact you get to the top of the tower is nice. And the troll...
Oh, that's kind of bad. So we're going to show off a strategy here called the AI1 strats, which are going to be where we set Kuna to AI1 to manipulate the turn order, to be able to get a couple of free hits here. Then I'm going to change him back, and we're going to do the thing that we're going to be doing a lot of this run, which is Mixture Magic.
And he hit Queenie, which is really good, because that means you don't have to worry about that. And Horza gets the first level, 10 HP. You must think, wow, when you're level 15, you must like 150. No. That's the only level that you get 10 HP. Everything else is like 2, 3, or 4. And you eventually become... Actually, you are the weakest thing, basically, in the tower. I'm just trying to figure out what the name means.
What is the name that won the did we get the monster name figured out yet?
Yeah, the name for that is Shawnee.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead
Wonderful
and
community.
we name it Shawnee because it's the Shawnee's favorite monster in the whole game.
I've only ever named him Trash. So,
There we go.
wonderful. Actually, if Queenie were to be shawnied as a verb, that means he wandered off randomly and died. So, yeah, make sure you pick up a wind crystal in case you need it.
It's true. We're gonna keep Wind Crystal on us because as much as like in a typical world record grind, you wouldn't be re-entering the tower. But this game is very, very mean, and the potential for dying is pretty high. So we're gonna play it a little bit safer, because otherwise, trying to get this game beat in one go is not a very high percentage.
No, and back when we first started the community, we always kept saying like there's no way in the world that 80% was consistent enough to be in a marathon. And since then, like in the last couple of months, every single record in every single category has been smashed. Because if anyone has looked up the speedrun.com page and see what the world record is and see what the estimate is, you might be thinking, wow, why is there an hour and 16-minute difference in them? Because Wuka got a god run and destroyed the leaderboard. Like, I think on average, probably an hour 10 maybe would be like a decent 8% climb with like 1 re-entry maybe.
Yeah, I'd say a good time in this game is honestly around it, like between that like 50 minutes to an hour time. It's a really good time. Because like this game is very volatile, and like getting anything under like that 50-minute time with a 40-floor tower and like 5 minutes of cutscenes alone, it's getting under that is basically being on a floor for like a minute at a time, and that's wild as it is. And if you look at the world record at 24 minutes, you think about that average is about 30 seconds a floor. So
Yeah.
that's
And it's really bonkers. Like even like my most recent attempt, I had like 3 re-entries of like an hour 16 or something.
oh, this
So-
skip turn. I didn't need to.
Yeah. So the basic controls, like this is a turn-based game. So when Horizon moves, everything else moves. So if at any point in time you need to sit and think about what to do, you can easily do it. Horizon is also one of the very few runners who actually will pick up all sorts of weapons to just throw at everything, and that's really underutilized in the community. Because like at the early floors, you can like kill things from afar, throw swords, throw the troll hammer, throw whatever. Eventually, though, it all just does 1 damage, and it just costs you time. So the early floors is really nice to do. Horizon will be exploring the first 5 floors, because these are the safe floors. 6 to 9 are dangerous. 10, you can kind of get some experience. 10 to 12, again, you can kind of poke around there for a little bit, get some experience, get some supplies if you really want. You want to go for the blue collar on floor 12. And then basically 13 to 39, he's just going to have to avoid everything. Barring if he keeps Kui, or Fire Elemental, or I guess Shawnee, Fire Elemental, he will be able to get levels on floors, the wind floors, like 24 to 27, I think it is.
Yep, that's about right.
Other than that, once Horizon hits floor, I'd say probably 13 no matter what. It's like you're basically going to be running up as fast as possible, and after getting past the water floors. And this is where the game expects you to die, because like even though the game does give you the 5 items to start with, it doesn't give you a way to leave. The game expects you to die your first time playing.
Yep.
And that's mean. And this is like, I described it in a couple commentary things for the tournaments we have. This is basically a quarter sucker as a roguelike. Like, they want you to die and replay. And that's just mean.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a little bit of a cheap way to design the game, but it also teaches you a lot about just what they want you to play and experience in this game, which is a little bit of suffering.
Because if Horizon were to die in a tower, Horizon would lose all the stuff. It's a roguelike.
Mm-hmm.
If Horizon uses the Wind Crystal, which he picked up, he gets to keep everything, he can sell a bunch of stuff, and go back in the tower with the resources that he managed to save. So
Yeah.
that makes or breaks the run right there, because if you got a Scarlet Wand and you died with it, that's just the worst.
Yeah, I mean, like, the big bonus that you get to keep when you leave the tower right now is your familiar levels always stay. So, like, whatever levels I get on Kune will always stay on Kune. Regardless of if he dies or whatever, he will always... Or a Shawnee, I should say. I'm sorry. Shawnee's commentating, and Shawnee's in the run. So it's gonna be he's probably the single biggest thing that's gonna save me in this run. As much as these spell balls are great, like that one I just picked up, the Acid Rainbow, is one of the arguably best spells in the game, because it clears out
one-time use.
Yeah.
Oh, unless you find a white sand and you can power it up, and it's really good. Did you forget to send to AI 1?
I did stay instead of AI1 because I'm a dummy. Let's see here. I'm gonna show off. Let's see, where's that hammer at? There it is. So we're gonna go ahead and show off how much damage. Oh, it's gonna run away. Well, so every monster in this game has a unique thing that it does that makes that monster specifically unique. What balloons do is why am I doing a standby? oh, they're just gonna go that way. Okay, sure. See you later, guys.
Okay, so well, while you're having great luck, I'll explain a couple things.
We're having real great luck today.
Yeah. So basically, what it comes down to is the way the movement works for the monsters. If you're in the same room as them, they will aggro and they will go towards you. You can see Horza saying his Queenie or Shawnee to AI1, moving him back so he gets his free second hit. And then you can do Mixture Magic, which is combined attack between both the monster and the main character for an extra attack. And by doing that, Horza is able to actually basically cheek out fights just a little bit quicker and without taking damage in certain cases, depending on his equipment. And that's really, really vital.
Ooh.
That's okay. Nice. A Putter Ball. Like you have some decent spells on you, but you just need some equipment soon. Because
I would love
the
a
fire spells and stuff aren't really going to matter.
Yeah, I would really like. Oh, I changed it.
Ooh, you just did a bad. Put that hub back up.
No, it's really easy to do when I'm menuing. I don't like to do that, but when I'm doing that fast menuing, it's really easy to accidentally change my HUD up on the top there. I like this way because this actually tells me, oh, hey, it's that balloon that ran away from me. This will actually tell me what floor I'm on this way. A lot of people in the community, well, not a lot, but some, I should say, like to turn that HUD off, and I think that's a crime against all of us because you have no idea what floor you're on. Because a lot of these layouts look exactly the same.
Yeah, they have the same kind of template for how things go. Like, the next floor, you'll see everything just turn green. And that's basically the water floors and how we defined it. And, again, the Horror can just wait, and then there goes the balloon, go in the room safely, and get the elevator. Like, oh, sorry, to finish what I was saying is the way the monsters work is they get aggroed when they're in the room with you. But if they're 2 spaces away from you, they'll see you. So the Minerva will be aggroed and he'll be walking towards. The Bloom is now aggroed and will follow. And that's the first kind of big water creature you'll find. But you will have... you should be fine, I think. Because yeah, it's just a single Bloom. If you fight too many of them, you're probably going to have a bad time. But
That's about 15. I think I'm going to go ahead and give it a burn.
yeah, you have a Thunder Ball, so you can, start blasting, really, and not worry too much. The spell balls, they come in 3 different types. There's a weapon triangle style element system in this game. There's fire hurts wind, wind hurts water, and water hurts fire. So, since Queenie is a fire creature, this is very problematic because all of a sudden your mixture magic goes from doing like 17 damage down to like 8. And blooms are surprisingly bulky for early monsters in the tower, because again, there's 40 floors. The 40th floor is a joke. Once we get there, we'll have to worry about the boss battle up there.
It is following me. I was hoping that bloom wasn't following me.
No, it is.
I had a feeling. Okay, so let's see here. Let's set 20 to AI1. We're gonna go ahead. What do I got on me? We're gonna go ahead and light seed. Turn him into a fire monster. Oh, that was bad.
I can pick him up and move him though. But also, if anyone in chat, I do have chat open. Horus is not paying attention to chat. He's focusing on the run. I am happy to answer any questions about this game. For some reason, people listen to me when I give them advice about this game. Still don't understand that, but I apparently know what to do. So, and I got a lot of tea here to go through otherwise. So.
Oh, I want to see if I can do something.
The Minerva juking?
No, I don't have the corner for it. Actually, I might actually have it. But it's not going to work.
No,
let's see
it's
here.
better to deal with it. Don't use a fireball when he's down, though.
We're going to go ahead and do that. I'm just thinking for a quick second here, because this is a little bit of an awkward situation.
Yeah, these are the floors, again, like I said, they're the water floors. You want to skip by them as fast as possible. So, if you see the elevator when the...
that was
yeah,
a
the side of the back's great, for the record. That's to point out in chat.
I want to point out... Oh, I know it's got Slam Trap. Never mind. I was thinking that was a Manueva clone, because it had so much less health, but...
No,
the answer is no.
But yeah, it was pointed out in chat that they love your sign in the back there.
Oh, thank you. I love it too. Oh boy.
It's great. So, HP, okay, yeah, using this as an example, HP is a resource, and this is also a strategy you can do.
Thank
you.
you.
You can lure an enemy away, you beg the monster, and then you get some space between you, and
man, we are getting floor 6 real bad. Oh, there's the elevator, so...
You can take some damage and get there. Like, you're gonna take 2 hits if you're not careful.
There we go. Just 1 hit.
Hopefully nothing else in front, and then take a
We're gonna skip them, though. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Goodbye, 2 roach fruits.
That might have been a roach fruit. But there's an...
there's
a freaking bloom. We're just gonna go right on up to the next floor.
This is honestly what happens, like, for a lot of new runners, is, like, Horus was able to deal floor 6 quite...
Okay.
Oh, wow. Well, we don't take a... I was gonna say, take a Queenie...
Elevator train! That would have been a good call. I'm too excited about elevators in the room with me.
Yeah. So when you see the level load in, just take a Queenie, it'll drop it. Never mind. When you see the level load in, you see it like load in from, it will be basically the top left-hand corner of the natural north side of the map. So all the way back down to Co. And it's really, really nice because it shows you along the path what's there. If you're lucky, you can see where the elevator is. If you're unlucky, you know where not to travel on the floors. So let's say you're in the center and it draws a C from the top left to the center. It means you don't have to check the northwest and you don't have to check the west and the room you're in. So you can start going north and then going clockwise and hopefully find the elevator. And all the rooms are procedure generated, all the hallways are procedure generated, and honestly, it actually loads up pretty fast for a PS1 game from what all things entitled.
Yeah, I mean, this game is pretty snappy, surprisingly. You wouldn't kind of expect it for being a PS1 game. Oh, that hurts. That really hurts.
Yep.
Give me a level, please? No? Thank you.
I will tell you when a wind crystal is a good idea, just for the record, Horza, just in case, like, you think you can get out of a certain situation when... See, that there.
Mm-hmm.
That was when the clown separated space, and that's what I'm trying to figure out how to do. The bloom's not aggroed, at least.
No, we're going to put Kune there.
Yeah, this is how powerful AI-1 is, because you saw how much damage the clown did. Let Queenie take a hit. Do that again, you lure him away. And you can see the bloom now traveling around. The other bloom coming will eventually be on the left-hand side, so Orza has to travel around. But now you can avoid two fights against two water creatures, kill the clown, which is worth a good amount of experience, and hopefully find the elevator soon.
Oh,
and
baby.
a wand. Oh, please.
What is it? What is it? Paralyze? Yeah, we're going with that. Don't be cursed. Good.
That's nice. Okay, so the reason you want a wand, like the Copper Sword has 2 attack power, but the Paralyzed Wand has 1 attack power. Why did that matter? Our main method of damage in this game is mixture magic. And the mixture magic... Oh, Queenie's in a hole.
Back.
That's inconvenient. The way mixture magic works is there's a little damage formula. I'm not going to go over it too much, but just think of basically your damage is multiplied by a factor. If you have a wand, which is the same type as your mixture magic, being fire with Queenie right now, and if you had a Scarlet Wand, it'll go up by 2 factors. If you had just a wand, it'll go up by 1 factor. So you can see all of a sudden the damage that happened because of the Paralyzed Wand there is really... Oh, you found a Steel Sword. You're going to win now. You want a wand no matter what. You preferably want either a Scarlet or a Stream Wand. And I assume you're not doing the elevator because you want to get some experience?
Yes.
Okay.
We can talk about this floor a little bit. Floor 10 is a pretty safe floor compared to like what's coming up next, because the next handful of floors after this are absolutely horrible. Usually, like, there's kind of walls in this game. Actually, I'm going to move back a couple steps here just in case.
AI1 will get rid of it, most likely.
Do that.
Also, pointed out by Skeef, wands do have more accuracy than swords. Also, I have to remember, this isn't a commentary tournament match. If there are any donations, feel free to interrupt us.
Yes. This game doesn't really have like a particular breakpoint, so basically just say, hey, we have a donation, and we will give you that time.
Because the next time we get story is when that little thing in the top left-hand corner says floor 31.
Basically.
So...
Well, I didn't have a new donation for it, but we do have a hosting change. Ness _ has bowed out, and it is I, the Polo Cam, who has taken over for hosting. So, hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. This is a wild game.
It is an extremely wild game, and also, you better make sure you save that for the glitch more than using that in a hallway.
Yo, you want me to shove the glitch?
Covenant Fruit is so good.
Wow, this is a blessed run.
Say that.
I say that now, but don't worry, we're in for misery. I'm just gonna use that.
Also, Polo King, if you have any questions about the game as well, I'm happy to answer them because it'll help the chat as well. Because I know a lot of our community members are lurking or watching right now, and they don't need things answered. But it's always nice that if people have questions about the game, we can answer them for them. Yeah.
+1 leather shield.
That's against your wood shield anyway, so. So the leather shield is kind of a weird thing. It's technically the weakest thing in the game for defense, but has the highest evasion rate of all the shields. So even though technically it's now +1 because you have a +1 -1. If something is cursed, then it's -1, and it affects your luck stat, which is a whole entirety thing. And if you're lucky, you'll get either a +1 or a +2 when it comes to a weapon.
Yeah, that's the most they can come in is +2 or +2 to -1 is their whole range they do.
Yeah, so the fact he went from a wood shield being 2 defense naturally to a leather shield +1 means he went from 2 to 2. But he actually gets 9% more evasion per attack, I think. I think it's like 11% evasion versus like 3 or 4% normal or something.
Yeah, it's enough of a difference to where you will see that evasion happen a lot more frequently than it would. Oh boy. Actually, no, we're gonna fight this troll. We're gonna get one more kill, because this might get me level 10. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then there's the paralyzed one. The paralyzed one has the same chance of affecting it. I think as critical hits.
Is it?
It's not based on critical hits. I think it's based on percentage of a critical hit. If we had programmer in chat, we would be able to confirm so many things. We actually have a de-randomizer for this game, which is insane. Because basically, we can now play the same seat of the tower when this game has 3 different methods of randomizing how the tower is generated. We have a wonderful user named Programmer who found out, wow, I can freeze that, and he can make seeds that people can replay, and they'd be the same every single time for like the next 5 entries or something like that.
Oh, it's like 40 or something.
Okay, or way more than yeah.
Yeah. It allows it to be able to allow us to actually have seeded races where people can race the same tower versus the procedural generation. That is the nonsense of this game normally.
Yeah, and the vanilla game is like a great way of, it's a great way of experiencing the game, but with the seeded tower, we're also able to show off the different play styles of the community, and no 2 people will play the same, which is amazing.
We're gonna give him pita fruit.
Oh, Skeeve says 32, then it moves back to seed 1. That makes about sense.
Is it 32? Okay.
Either way, a lot more than you can get in an hour if you constantly die. That's what normal tournament races.
Well, here's the thing. I have a C seed, don't I? I do. But I do want to try to get that collar if I can. It's right there. There it is.
Okay, there you go. So that unlocks the ability to do fusion. And basically, you can add traits. Like, let's say a little Dreamin' in front. If Forza had a Dreamin' already hatched and ready to go, you can fuse the Wind Dreamin' into
Sleepy Time Sleepy Time circle plus triangle equals heart.
Yeah. So basically, if you were to fuse the Dreamin' into Queenie, it would basically get.
Oh no, it's the one-room floor! Oh, I saw the load-in! Okay, so where am I? I am in the middle right there. So these happen sometimes. This is a really bad floor to have this happen on. What do I have in my inventory right now? I do have things I can... that will soft lock me, won't it?
No, yeah, never.
So we will go ahead and take some easy steps here. Like, can I take a hit here? Don't die, Kuna. Don't die, Kuna. Don't die.
Pick them up.
Okay, the elevator's in that hole down there.
Just pick them up and just take hits. Like, you're not gonna have a better option right now.
I'm okay. I'm taking a hit. Oh boy, it hurts.
You have medicinal herbs.
Yeah.
Okay, so, to explain what happened, there is a small percentage chance that the procedure-generated floor becomes a single room. It's horrifying.
That's a bad floor to have it happen on, too.
Exactly, because floor 13 has Krakens, and it also has New Elves. It has... we saw a Griffin there use Rise. They are way too overpowered for what floor you find them on. It's one of the worst floors, because floor 13 is the last of the really dangerous floors. Worst comes to worst is if you were to wait out, essentially, the floor. Like, there is a timer on every floor. I don't know how many turns it is, but basically you can wait till an earthquake. Also, check Queenie's MP. It might be running low right now.
He's fine. I gave him a Peter fruit.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead to AI 1 down this.
Yeah, you can kill the Garudas right now. Level 10. That's what I was gonna say. The Steve says you could use the Tumina glitch there. You could potentially use the Tumina fruit to create a mortality tile, which then you could use to essentially wait out the floor. It's not fast. Ooh, that's nice. We'll get into the stream one later. But you can technically wait out the floor as much as the game will let you. It'll collapse the floor, and then you won't lose anything, and you'll move up from floor 13 to floor 14. Because the game tries to prevent you from grinding too much. And I mentioned before that it's like, oh, Horza should check Queenie's MP, because the monsters, when they run out of MP, they actually become useless. They start flashing blue. You gonna fight him?
Yep. I'm getting height advantage on it.
So, also, once the flash is blue, it's completely useless. It won't do anything. You can pick it up and throw it at enemies, but they will attack it willingly, and eventually Queenie will die.
Well, I'm glad I paralyzed it.
Yeah. Also, Horza's looking to get Queenie to level 12 before changing the type to water. That will give it enough strength, essentially, to... the way the mixture magic damage calculation works, I'm going to get a little bit detailed in my commentary if I'm not too careful. But there's diminishing returns when it comes to the power. And if you have a level 10 Queenie, you have 90% of the potential strength of mixture magic. Just straight up. At level 11, you have like 91. And then so you're like, okay, so level 12 is like 92. Great. Level 13, 92.1. It's like, oh, it's like level 14. And then it's 92.2. And then level 14, it's like 92.25. At level 12, you have basically the strongest mixture magic you could possibly have. It's just really annoying. And that's very risky going towards those two items with Queenie, for the record.
I mean, it was the start of the floor. Mana-Wavers can't start transformed.
Oh, I did not know that. I always thought they could.
So I think I'm going to go ahead and deal with this thing in this way.
Yeah. So, Horza just threw a scroll, which allowed... Oh, wow, it's... Okay, there you go.
There it goes!
Well, for being confused.
I was like, usually Mana-Wavers are bad at doing anything in the straightforward senses, and that was surprising.
Yeah.
Maybe the confusion straightened its brain out.
Also, you might have realized that, oh wow, this is a repeat of an enemy. What's that about? It's gonna transform.
I wanted that fruit. I wanted that fruit!
Yeah, so, thank you for illustrating that, Mr. Minerva. I'll call him Greg from now on. But Greg basically decided to... there's a second appearance of Minervas, and these Minervas are going to be able to transform into items when they walk towards it, not when they walk like if they walk beside it item, they're not going to bother transforming into it, but if they walk directly in the path of it, like that one named Greg, he will transform into the item. Problem is, if Horza were to want that fruit and walk back towards it, it will untransform and hit for a disgusting amount of damage for what they should do. And I don't understand why they're so strong. And then they're gonna come up again around floor... I want to say 26?
Yeah, it's 26 to 30 for the next round.
Yeah, and those ones do a ton of damage, and they have a lot of HP, but those ones will have the quirk of being able to transform into other monsters. So you might see a fire monster, like, oh, don't worry, you know, I have a water monster, and it might be a transformed Minerva, which is just the worst to deal with as well at times. You can put down an item and just block the hallway.
That's true, we can show that off. I have 2 CCs, we'll put one of those down.
And then here...
I want you to move. There we go,
Yeah.
see? But then the
So put 2 there. Oh, you can pick up the other items still, because it blocks off the entire hallway.
Yeah, but I mean, the CC, I already had 2 of them, so I think it's kind of a space filler as it is in terms of my bag space.
Yeah. But yeah, if Horza were to block off the other hallway with another Minerva, you can actually wait on this floor for the earthquake to start happening, and then you can just leave that way. So like a lot of runners, it takes a lot of time, but there's nothing wrong with using earthquake to progress up the tower, because Horza is already farther than probably 90% of casual players have ever gotten on the first few climbs.
Yeah, like this is a oh boy. Well, we got a decurse scroll. What am I gonna do here? I think we're gonna have a little bit of fun. We're just gonna burn this Garuda out of the way and just continue on.
That's your second use of that, right?
I believe that's my third.
Okay, well treat it like 3 then, if you believe.
Oh, ouch.
Yep. And there's the elevator.
That was a very long floor 16. That's okay.
Yes. Unfortunately, no bell rung. That would have been fun to show off.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for it being there for so long, but oh.
Spell balls are nice.
Blinder? Oh. And asleep. Alright, then
Okay,
I guess we
that's
have to think about inventory here.
Yeah, always. Oh, there's a trap there.
Ta-da! Oh! Oh boy.
So basically, you can't place an item on top of a hidden trap. So if it bounces away from where you used it, best monster for the record.
You are the only one that has that opinion.
Yeah. Actually, one other person said Pickett was their favorite when they joined the community.
Peta, Lave. I really want to.
Remember, you can feed eggs for storing P if you absolutely need to.
Yeah, I mean I will probably end up feeding that Palumpa to please don't steal from me. Cool. So you want to explain Pickets a little bit?
Oh, sorry guys. I do a new donation for you. We have $20 from Gene Freak.
Hey, Gene Freak.
He says, "Good luck, Coruscant. Show the Vipers who's the mayor."
Oh, you bet I will, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it's always a great thing. Horza's almost at the good part of the tower where changing into water will be very beneficial, but there's one set of floors which are mostly wind monsters, which if you were to stomach the water floors before the wind ones and change after to water, Horza's in prime condition for surviving versus, I think, barring golems, I think are the only thing that can be problematic for you.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
I'm
just gonna let you know that look how many fireballs I have right now.
Say that there's a lot of golems in the tower randomly.
There's
too.
a lot of golems in the tower as well. But we're
I don't care how many you have. You're gonna die if you're not careful.
We got to get past the blocks and the zoos and stuff for the bad wind monsters as well. So it's gonna be a slog, but we'll get there. Please be a pita fruit. We're gonna give it to him anyway. I made Kune very angry, which is going to increase. Oh, I didn't realize it was a hammer troll. This floor is weird because you get a reintroduction of older versions of trolls, and they have the older versions of their stats depending on what weapons they're equipping. So it's Pita, another Tumna. Neat. Get a max HP and some MP, Kune.
Yeah, the Tamina fruit we alluded to before, it is extremely overpowered. Before it used to,
Well, we'll deal with that when that happens. Another stream wand.
You have a decurse scroll as well, so you can also check when the stream ones.
Your anger was. Aren't you glad we named the familiar after you, Shawnee?
That's great. So basically, that's also not the Picket that stole the Holy Scroll. If it was, it actually would walk away after basically coming in contact with Ko. The fact it says Chinese anger as a piece is great, because I'm actually one of those calm people in the community as well when it comes to this game. But that's worth it. So yeah.
Neither of them are the one. Wow. I think we're just gonna give up on the Holy Scroll after this. I don't want to
wait for one more to see.
Just to see.
Because the thing
All
is,
right.
if nothing else, like, you can still snipe with the fireball that has at least 2 charges in it.
Yeah, that's fair.
We've got
That's
another
weird.
we've got another donation from Shawnee. That says, "Hey, where's that? Don't die, please."
I'm gonna try. This game is gonna try to make sure that I do, though. But we'll do my best. Thank you, Shawnee.
Go up the floor. There's too many pickets.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of this one and then move on up because the experience is good.
Yeah. The thing is, like, this is like.
Ooh, that leaves a lot of MP. But
Yeah,
we have
that's
the
thing, is
egg.
you have
Though.
to take into account that.
So you're basically your biggest ways of recovering MP. Think of MP also not as like actual magic, but more like energy is a better way to look at it.
Ooh,
We don't want to make him mad. He's definitely
Blinder?
aggro. Huh? Yeah, that's actually a good call. So we're gonna move Kune up. I'm gonna do this. So blind ears are my favorite ball.
Same.
They blind the enemy, which makes them just move forward for a long time. And so that guy's just gonna go like that. They last for like 40 turns or so.
We should also explain, you're pushing R2 to open up that command menu and pushing triangle to do command. There's actually a shortcut. It's you get used to it after a while, but it's not just something that pops up randomly. Horus is doing a lot of menuing to change AI and all this other stuff. So
Yeah,
it's
the menuing is pretty wild in this game.
like it's one of those things where you have to make sure you are really paying attention to what you're doing, because the menus, like this game is really good. Like when you move, everything moves. It's like very precise and all this other stuff. Hopefully, it's a water crystal.
No.
Damn it. But the menus are extremely slippery, and it's really easy to have instead of use. It's really easy to change the AI instead of doing a command or anything on those lines. So this is Viper Town.
Welcome to Viper Town, everyone.
Yep. That's probably, you got one more use of that if you're lucky.
Mm-hmm. I just kind of want to get through it so I can. Oh no.
Okay, AI 1 now, right?
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, line up AI 1.
All right.
Maybe I want to put him on follow for the moment, and if he gets into combat, because there's a lot of water monsters here, and he's not going to be able to take a Viper. We're going to go ahead and set him to AI 2, I think.
AI 3 would technically be the same thing, really.
We're just going to feed that over there.
You can walk towards him now, too, because I think that's a shorter route to...
Oh, you're right. That's a good idea to... we'll go ahead and AI stand
if
by.
he gets in combat and changes AI again. So...
I didn't get warped far away, which is kind of what I felt like I did. Okay, good.
Okay, good. Okay, I was gonna say, worst comes to worst, bag when you get into the room as well. Why don't you use the warp trap? Show that off.
So what this is going to do, I can use it again, and we can go ahead and warp. But we'll take Kune with us.
Yeah, which is something you can do to prevent abuse. And also, that one ability, like stepping on the warp trap, there's a monster called the Garuda. We saw them on floor 14. They're the big kind of winged green guys. If you get one, you could use that ability for free, basically. Or not free, but a lot. And a Kill Herb does not heal MP. It's a lie. But you can use a Garuda's abduct ability repeatedly, and it is extremely overpowered to the point where that's why the world record is 24 minutes. And he's sleeping. It's really hard to tell when wee dogs are sleeping.
Yeah, you gotta get used to it, but they will spook you a lot because they don't have much of a different animation.
No, their eyes don't open as well. And also that's a drop, not a...
Yep. He will go
But
ahead.
we can see here, floor 21,
he's gotta be a rude Viper. So Vipers we want to stay away from for a couple of reasons. One, they're water monsters. Two, they do a buttload of damage.
Yep.
And as we can see, they like to hop walls. Thankfully, I think he's going the way I want him to.
I think he will. There's another thing you can do as well to kind of screw with them, is if you're T spaces away when there's a corridor like that, you can lure them and walk them around. And that's why you gotta make sure you turn the camera, despite me saying that. I know how
I'm not going to take that poison ball.
Oh, come on, it's the best ball.
I mean, do you see my inventory, Shani?
Wrong room?
No, I wanted the fruit.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's actually a pretty good fruit. We will just
Your
give.
inventory though, really?
Yeah, this inventory is pretty blessed, which is
Yeah.
why I wasn't surprised I found a warp trap. So we're gonna let this wee dog kind of go in a circle, apparently.
Also, just for the record, you're probably at 40 minutes and like 40 seconds or so
Beautiful.
for time.
Time is going just fine.
Yeah, so these are the start of the wind floors. The unicorns here, they can blind you. They're really annoying for that, but they're a really good source of experience. And the wee dogs can be taken out with AI 1.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to conserve a bit of MP right now because we've had to skip a lot of fruits. This game tends to spawn pita fruits at a certain number of floors based on just kind of how the RNG works. And I've had to skip a lot of fruits because of Mana Wave is ruining my day. So I'm pretty low on MP right now. Oh, don't wake up, buddy.
Good. No, that's good. Don't grab it. Yeah, put it behind yours. Oh, I was gonna say you can kill him, but just put it behind you so you can lure him.
I mean, that's true.
Vipers, like in real life, eat eggs, and there's a lot of weird characteristic quirks to the monsters.
Sorry, Palumpa.
There you go.
Watches the water crystal. Watch it.
The water crystal?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. Also, the canonical best girl in the game is the water crystal. Just gonna put that out there. You're always happy when water crystal shows up.
Yeah, especially since it heals Kofur. Oh wait.
Oh wait, it's a lie. It says restores all MP and HP, but it's a lie.
To your monsters only. It's a shame you didn't get like a Google egg either. That would have been fun.
Okay, we have another $10 donation. This one from Junkyard Dave.
Oh, Dave.
Comment that says, Shawnee's anger was appeased.
Nice.
This is drinking too. You said that.
So we're just like that.
I'll also take this quick moment just to update on our goals. Right now, we have a couple of incentives on the go. One for Hug a Sprite in Hob. So if you want to hug a Sprite, we're $49 away. So put your donations in there. And we also have coming up soon, we have Ring Fit Adventure. We're $105 away from that being a blindfolded run. So, make sure you get those donations in for that if you want to see those runs.
What are these elevators?
So you have a random chance of spawning in the tower on the floors, and you have a random chance of spawning next to stuff. You're actually out of the wind floors, so you can just do the stream stuff now. Watch that be a Scarlet Wand just up there, though.
Watch that stream one be cursed! Shawnee, why do you do it to me?
Okay, so here's the thing. So we talked about it before. Now Queenie is the water genus, or the water type.
This is kind of a rough spot.
You can move forward towards the one in the hallway, and then do AI 1. You're going to be more than fine.
I can move one more time. It's going to move up. There we go.
Yep, and then AI 1. And then you should be able just to absolutely murder it.
Oh no, we're not quite there.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Wait, holy? Oh wait, no, you can do the Tumblr fruit.
So Tumblr fruit is I'm going to pick up Kune and then feed him the Tumblr fruit? That's what it is? So what else I could do? Let's see, let's just think here for a second. How much health does Kune have?
Enough to die.
He's got enough to die. God, that was unfortunate.
You can Acid Rain, hits both sides beside you.
That's actually not a bad idea. It's going to start becoming a lot less useful here. So what we're going to do, we're going to set Kune to AI 1, in case for some reason the snowman doesn't die, and we're going to show off Acid Rain Ball.
Actually, that -1 with the Stream Wand is actually what caused it to survive.
Yep.
That affects damage calculation. Because you should be able to kill it at level 16 with water.
Yep.
Yay for cursed.
I should have checked. Okay. That's fine. We can go ahead and we can check the fireball real quick. I think it's out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And now we're going to go ahead and move on to Blaze.
Okay, so basically what I was saying before, For the record, for those who don't know, you can use the acid rainbow in hallways. It just hits the 8 squares around code. It's not really ever said because it hits everyone in the room or it hits everyone just around you. If Horza were to use the acid rainbow in that one room floor, that would be atrocious because that would basically soft lock the game because the game is really well programmed. Like, super well programmed.
This game is impeccably programmed, is what we should say.
You got rid of the fireball, right?
I did. Oh! Hi, friend.
No, he's not asleep. He'd be great if he was asleep. So
I'm going to go ahead and just do a little bit of a binding action here.
Yep.
Mandaras are really nasty because they have a couple of things they do. One, they just hit like trucks. And two, they also do an ability to confuse you, which is really bad. Okay, we're going to go ahead.
They don't have a lot of strength, so you should be able to AI1 him, I think. And I think... Well, how much HP does Queenie have, first and foremost?
I don't like my... I'm going to go ahead and use a second charge on my binding right here.
Alright.
Just because I'm in a little bit of a corner here. I can't really AI1 him proper.
So, this is... Well, you could just take... Not both attacks, but it'd still be one free attack at least.
Yeah.
But, so, basically, you can see here, the tone has changed between me and Horza. There's no longer... joke. No. The second you hit, like, floor 20 onwards, it's been serious, because this game is extremely dangerous for runners.
These are particularly my least favorite floors in the whole tower.
Yeah.
These are probably my biggest rip floors I have, these floors with the snowmen and the mandaras, so...
Yeah.
I tend to take them very seriously.
Yeah, once you get past... Like, you can kill mandaras with AI1 with water. Like, 2 free hits, do whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, you're probably going to have to fight one of them at least.
I'm going to fight this one because I have a better space for it. Okay.
And there's a slippery menu there, going from AI3 to AI2 instead of AI1. So you got to be really careful. And if you ever want to make sure your moves are doing exactly what you want, hold down triangle and then...
That's what I was worried about. That's what I was worried about. Don't miss. Thank you. Thanks, Cursed Wand. Why don't we take a second to talk about what Curse does?
Do you still have the Carol Herb? No, you used it up, didn't you?
I used it because I'm a bad man. I didn't pick up...
So, the luck stat is something which is not really attributed in anything, like, you can't read about it in the manual or anything along those lines. It's really, really obnoxiously annoying, but once you get cursed, you basically lose your luck, which is being generated from the very start of the tower, I believe.
Well, so what the luck is a constantly looping number that goes high and low. And that's kind of what causes have that chance to miss, is kind of when it goes high and low. We're going to go ahead and just burn to the ground. Yep, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we are...
You're fine there, because like you can do the AI1 to the pit for extra damage as well. So disadvantage and advantage.
Yeah, he'll fall in there.
Yeah.
No, he's not going in there.
He will.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to worry about it, but what I can do here is I can just, instead of having co-attack, Kune's going to finish it off because they only have about 55 health. So I'm going to let Kune finish it off. Boop. Because I don't want to risk missing those things.
How much HP does Shiny have? 53. Okay, you can survive one attack again then. Do you have a Peter Fruit?
I do.
Okay, cool.
He's at 54.
So yeah, there might be some background gaming on my end because at this point there's the entire community's mindset is us versus the tower. That's something to feed at least. Malcy's always useful. So it's like we don't have really a competitive mindset of like I'm better, like I have a faster time than X. That's not healthy in the community, and especially with the game so heavy in RNG, we've always tried to discourage it. You should build the elevator in time.
Oh, we're beat. Ah!
It's a trap room, run! Free experience, though.
I will take a free snowman KO.
Like, Horza can attest, like all the moderators, we've always encouraged people to verse the tower first and foremost. So, like, again, casually, no one has pretty much ever started a game and got to floor 29 in the world.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact, Horza has now done one thing for 100% run, which is actually really, really hard to do, is fight a frog to get in the book. Because there's a kind of Pokédex style thing we have to complete it. It's really, really hard to do. We have a category called Bookless, which is everything else in the game except for the Pokédex, essentially, because it shortens the time by like 7 hours. You could kill it. I don't think you'd actually be able to kill it in one shot, though.
I know. Napwasses are a weird monster. They have an innate trait of double HP. And the thing is, they don't actually start with full health on the floor. So, depending on when they actually spawned in, when the game loaded them in, they could be at a random place in that loop. So we have really no idea what their HP is when we run into them.
You pretty much always have to have Queenie take one extra hit. They also fall asleep and they hit when they wake up as well.
Oh, hi, buddy. What can I do? We're just gonna go ahead and do this.
Yeah.
And we'll finish them off. We'll show you that, how much health these guys have. That's quite a bit.
I think they have roughly 120 or something, don't they? At peak.
I think they have more than that. I think they can go up to 160 or something. But as you can see, it took 3 hits of 55 damage, which is... I'm hitting really hard for these levels. Oh my. Let's go ahead and move back a couple steps. He's there.
160 on full. Thanks, Keith. I think that might kill, because I think the 20... Yeah, there you go.
I'd say we should be close to that.
Likewise, you should be able to take out the Minerva. And I think that might be a copper coin Minerva there, too.
Yeah, I'm not going to go mess with that, because Manuevas on these floors can turn into monsters, too, which is really, really rude. Which also screws up your math a lot. Let's see here.
Again, if anyone in chat has questions, please feel free to ask. I'm obviously being very serious with Horza now, but if people have questions, I can find time to answer them. Horza just needs to focus on just proper inputs, because one failed input or a cat jumping on you might screw you up.
So these are the bad times. When we talk about... Oh, hey, that's nice. That's a great way to start 4:30.
No, if Horza were to drop the Wind Crystal, looking at the estimate, we have an hour 45. Horza's at 52 minutes right now. So, getting up to the top of the tower within the estimate while keeping your items is still crucial.
Yeah.
And me and Horza agreed when we submit any percent runs to marathons, the Wind Crystal is a must.
Yeah.
You didn't get a trap room. Okay. How dare you not get the 1 in 4,096 chance?
Yeah, I know. The thing, we just sat there and reset it for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours to see if it was possible.
That was a good call. That was fun. You could AI1 the heck out of that Tyrant.
Oh yeah, we are absolutely gonna wreck...
You can still kill it with one extra attack. That's just badness.
I think this will...
Tyrant? Yeah, it will.
Yep.
It's
hard to say with the -1 stream one. It really makes a hey. We are one step away from being able to get rid of this curse status. So another thing to say about what happens with curse, because we didn't actually finish that conversation.
No, we didn't.
Curse adds an invisible. Oh man. Am I greedy? I think I'm greedy.
Yeah.
We can get rid of the paralyzed wand.
My trusty wand. So the curse status, it stays on until you use a Cure All herb or you leave the tower. But it doesn't ever reset, and it takes you back down to 0 until you leave the tower, so you miss a lot. You evade a lot less, and it has a lot of consequences on just screwing you over, essentially.
Yeah, it's a bad time.
Yeah. And this is the last...
Boy.
No, you can kill them.
I'm just kind of letting them see where they go.
Yeah.
So these guys are really rude. Those are killers. Surprise, surprise. The guys with the giant axe blade arms are called
killers.
killers.
Shorts.
Yeah, no, basically. Yeah, good, they turned away. They have a very special innate ability to, have a 30% chance to critical hit you. I'm just gonna go ahead and just feed that to him.
Sorry, we actually had story. We didn't talk about the story. That was Beldo. He killed your father.
Spoilers, Shawnee. We skipped all the text. That's the story. That's the game.
Yeah, and then 440 is just confronting him. Okay, top left for elevator.
So these,
And
so tyrants, they get angry, but this rage does absolutely nothing. It adds no benefit other than they just randomly attack everything around them.
they're great pets to have, trust me.
They're yeah. That's
Yeah,
ooh, you want
theoretically,
that.
we actually do have it. Someone made a task a long time ago, and they hit go-up traps basically every single floor.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right, and away we go. Whee!
Boing.
That was ridiculous, to say the least. Oh boy.
Also, Polo King. Just saying, how ahead of the time do you guys want us to be? Do you want us to hang out on floor 40 for a bit? Like, floor 40 is when, like, basically time. Like,
Basically, it'll be time. This is going extremely well. This is going
We're gonna go fast.
too fast for a marathon.
We're not here to go slow. We're here to go fast.
Oh, they are all awake. Every single one of these guys is awake. Okay, we have a problem. I think we're going to
use him in Hell Seed.
First off, that's actually a good idea. Well, what we can do first? We're going to go ahead and pillar the golem, because that's going to happen regardless. Get rid of the golem. That's going to leave the dragon here, who I'm going to Tum the Fruit. And we're going to go ahead and grab one of those.
Wait.
What? I have 3 Tum the Fruits.
No. You can do the Tum of Fruit glitch. You're on a platform, the glacier can't hit you out of it. You just wait after...
So Tum the Fruit glitch is going to be I pick up Kune, then feed him while I'm holding it?
Yes.
Okay.
And then throw Queenie on AI1 or whatever, or wait for him to untransform, throw him away, and then start using Mixture Magic. And then that way, you're immortal, Queenie's safe, and you can clear this room, and we can show off this weird glitch as well.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and give him that.
Yeah. You transform your own monster into a frog. My anger has been appeased, now a frog. Now
you saw that dragon tried to hit me, and then I'm just going to go ahead and skip turns until that happens. Right?
Yeah, so
we're going to go ahead and
Queenie
go,
transforms.
And then we're going to go ahead and
pick up Queenie again. You don't want him jumping the wrong way. Because the glacier can't actually damage you when you're on a platform with its move. This is the best case scenario. And unfortunately, he has to wait until the frog status wears off before using Mixture Magic. But basically what happens is we don't exactly know what the hell is causing this, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
But we know the turn order has basically made the tile, not Ko itself, just invisible by turning Queenie into a frog on his head. So, theoretically, 3 of these hits would take out Ko immediately.
Actually, probably 2 of these hits. Because dragons will hit me for about 60, and the glacier would hit me for about 30. So I'd be dead. I'd be dead from 1 round of ththese attacks.
Yeah. So by doing this, we found a way how to basically. I think it was Flair who discovered you can do it by releasing a monster. Mm-hmm. I think Baldwin found out, or if I'm miscrediting, sorry.
Oh, Baldwin's the one who shut it off in a tournament race.
Yeah,
because
but I think someone found out you can throw a ton of fruit up there, and there you go. I am now no longer angry and no longer a frog. Now throw him to the right. Or not throw him to the diagonal right. Yeah, there you go. So that way the breath won't attack him if it goes through him.
That's
and
fair.
And then now you can mix your magic.
And we can, 3. Oh, whoa, we're going to the menus.
And there we go. Now, we still are immortal. And we don't have to worry about that, but we can get rid of the monsters as a threat. And this is where knowledge of this game, like we currently have a tournament for newbies coming up. If any of them were to watch this, or not coming up, currently going.
Yeah, currently happening right now.
Yeah, we are. This is, and if the second Horza moves, he's no longer immortal, so he's making sure there's no monsters coming. But, no, the second you move once, the game,
let's go ahead and see how many are in the blinder. Beautiful, that was a 7-charge blinder ball. Oh, this game is being kind to me with that.
So, basically, the second you move and move back on that tile, you have remove the immortality. It's only when Queenie is transformed or released above you. And if Horza were to get to floor 39 and be in an unwinnable situation, have no more time and efforts, I'd recommend just sitting down and earthquaking.
Yeah, I mean, I could go to a corner so that way a glacier couldn't push me out of that tile. Because glaciers are cheaters with these little glitches we do, and they will skate you across the room. They're really rude.
Yeah, and the thing is, again, like, this is where the differences of how well you know the game will save you, because that situation otherwise was extremely unwinnable.
Yeah,
like having
that was
a golem and spell ball.
We're gonna take our. Oh no, I didn't want to go that way. We're gonna go get that spell ball. Blind. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you have a lot of supplies for spells, but the thing is, one bad trap will just murder you.
Oh, you mean kind of like this room?
You can do the same glitch, but the thing is, the problem is the glaciers can shove you.
So we're gonna go ahead and just start off with. Let's see here.
You can throw a holy scroll. I think you still have.
I don't know. The picket stole that one from me.
Oh right.
We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pillar this guy first.
Yeah. Worst comes to worst, if it hits you with a glacier, just beg.
I'm gonna move Kune closer in case he tries to like get away from me. So we're gonna go ahead and pillar. Boy, these entrances to these floors have just been nightmarish.
Yeah, this is why I really. Pick up the scroll. Like, what's?
Oh boy. Okay.
You could lean for the one looking at you.
That's a good call because I got a couple. Okay. Whoop. Get out of here. Get out of here, boy.
Get jail free cards.
We're gonna go ahead and see what happens here. So it's not gonna be quite a kill, but it'll be close.
It takes 2 shots for mixture magic, I think, still.
They have about 90 HP.
And you should be more than fine once you connect.
Okay, so we're gonna see. Oh yeah,
there we go.
That's the one we wanted.
Scrolls have a very unique property of making the tile, like you saw, immune beneath you.
Oh my god,
Oh, okay. Now pick up Queenie.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have Kune go. Oh, you want me to?
No. Just pick up Queenie.
You want me to go ahead and?
Turn. And then use pillar.
Anything's are gonna kill. It's a one type.
Because what normally happens there is Queenie will actually walk.
Oh god dang it.
Okay.
How did? Oh, because I accidentally, because when you have a trap, so that's a weird situation where there was an item that spawned on a trap, where I tried to menu quickly to go grab that item, and I set the trap off. Because you can manually just set traps off, because apparently the designers of this game were just extremely friendly. So what happened there, then the trap wasn't stepped on and set off.
You can get to the thing in time.
I want the experience too. We're just gonna bear it up.
Yeah. Also, to explain what happened with Queenie picking him up and using it when Golem's right beside you. What happened there was basically Queenie will always be put down when you use a spell ball, but since the Golem is occupying that space, Queenie will be put to the side. Time to AI3 murder things, I think.
Let's see here. Make sure I'm in there.
And basically, you can purposely make sure Queenie is not in front of you before you cast a spell ball. A lot of runners in previous tournaments would just straight up accidentally murder.
We're just gonna leave that dragon alone.
Dragon sleep peacefully. That's fine.
Okay, so that's another wind crystals galore today. It's like, hey, do you want to go? Do you want to go home? Are you sure you don't want to go home? You don't want to beat that tower, right? You want to go home. I say nay, nay, sir. There's an egg in there. There's an egg in there. So maximums have an interesting AI pattern where they will guard an egg. So there's an egg somewhere in there, and so we're just gonna probably just say no, not today. We might have to go through that room. I couldn't see if there's.
There though, so.
Okay, so there's... Oh, boy.
Dragon's coming to see you, so it's 2 AI1 attacks. Golem is unfortunately going to come see you as well.
We're going to go ahead and see what I do damage-wise. 20. That's fine. We got it. We got it!
For anyone who wants to learn this game, our Discord link can be found on the speedrun.com thing. I'm not going to bother posting it or whatever.
Yeah.
But we have all of everything we talk about here, we have tutorials for. And even if you just play casually, it will help you learning AI 1 first and foremost. That has to be one of the most useful things new runners can learn, because being able to survive attacks, it is slower. I will not defend it. It's not as fast as anything.
Oh no, it's a safety strat. And like as you can see here, like getting those free hits is probably the most important thing you can do in this game.
Because it's a tower versus you. Do what you can to beat the tower. Like, if Horza wanted, he can do the Tumina glitch after and get to floor 40 now, because he's on floor 39. Also, time will be coming up when we grab the ultimate egg.
Mm-hmm. We have an epic boss fight.
Do you want to watch the cutscene?
What's that?
The cutscene of the tower zooming in?
Oh yeah, we can watch the cutscene.
The PS1 era. You could, if you want to tame one, you can throw a Holy Scroll too.
You know, I think I'm going to. So I'm going to show you what Holy Scroll does. We're going to go ahead and grab that. So you throw this little monster. This item doesn't explain this to you, but this is what it does. It actually, like it tells you that when you use it, it makes your tile invulnerable, which is true. But what it doesn't tell you is that if you throw it at a monster, you make a friend for the entire floor. So we're going to...
good, strong, bulky things, and... Yeah, there you go.
Gonna go ahead and see where that elevator is, and we have a long way to go. That's okay, though. We can take the tour. Just gonna take our little buddy, Mr. Maximum here. If we have any problems, we're just gonna step behind and let him take care of it.
Yep. I don't think you can walk through them, but the thing is, there's also one thing to take into consideration. Also, GG getting to floor 40. Hopefully, he can beat the end.
Yeah, no, we have a... Chad, I want you to pray for me. We have a hard boss fight coming.
We have a really hard boss
fight.
Oh
no, the button! Dang it. I'm sorry, I cut off the 1997 pre-rendered graphics for the PS1. I'm so sorry.
But don't GG yet. We still have to beat Bell, though.
Yeah, we gotta get the egg. We're gonna put up a good fight here, though. What do you mean? What do you mean? What's going on here? Oh no! Why is Shawnee going away from our side? Because epic betrayal.
Oh no! 7 years ago, I killed your father. Blah.
How dare you! And so we're gonna have a very moment here where your father does an amazing spell. Versus a spellcaster, he's gonna cast a big spell here in just a moment here. And abracadabra. There you go.
Yep. This game confirmed Pokemon game.
It's true. Don't tell the guy that sued Pokemon over Kadabra, because they're gonna have problems with this one too.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
It's a thing. Don't worry.
But that's a different conversation.
So yeah. So hopefully you don't get murdered because you lost Queenie, and it's really hard to fight this boss.
So we're gonna try as hard as we can here.
Yeah.
Try to turn him into a frog. It didn't work. We're gonna try a blinder ball. Come on.
Do it.
His eyes weren't affected. I guess those blood red eyes don't do anything. No, we're not do that yet.
Give him the hell scene. 84 damage, not bad.
Okay.
Colors maybe.
Come on, burn. Uh-oh. He's coming for me. Run away? Run away? Oh no.
Okay, maybe one last pillar? Maybe?
No, I want to run away. Oh, I wanted to dodge.
Oh well. It's not like you can win anyway.
So, I'm sorry, Chad, I baited you. This is a fight you can't lose. So this is a scripted cutscene.
Yeah, it's basically all you do is just wait, and we cost a little time, but we're at hour 9 right now, so good job for being very much underestimate.
So we have a few things we can actually do to, waste some time here after this. So this scene is complicated. Is pretty much just like Kune betrays him.
Wait. Chat. Should we keep or get rid of Shawnee?
So we're gonna have a decision here, and I'm gonna make sure I don't tap too fast. So, betrayal's never forgiven, or it's not bad to have this little guy around. What are we doing with Shawnee?
What happens to Shawnee?
This is important, chat.
Send it away for the frames. Yes, Junkyard Dave is my brother, so it's been awkward for him to answer.
He's gonna say betrayal is never forgiven. I know.
Yeah,
Dave.
I say betrayal.
All right, we're
That's
gonna
like
do
my
it.
answer.
So we're gonna make him cry because he betrayed us.
Yeah. Goodbye, Queenie.
Goodbye. You cry and fly away.
Yeah. And now time will be when he hits the egg.
Bam. And
So,
that
GG.
that isn't any percent run. Extremely underestimate because apparently the tower wanted to be kind to me today.
Looks like it's hour 10:15.
So that's not as. I mean, that's a little under what I usually do. I usually do about 125, 130-ish for my times on
I'm
this.
gonna
So.
go hour 15-ish for my average, and like hour 5 for my fastest normal pace. So, but yeah, 440, despite how tough the tower is and how grueling it can be, please see my RPG Blitz run if you want to see how bad it can be. Like this game is extremely punishing, and Horza played amazingly. I'm glad we got to show off a lot of glitches. The Helmet of Fruit was great. There's a lot of things that, if people want to learn how to do this game, like, we have tons of resources for everyone. There's no one to say, no one loves you. Horza.
I'm trying to stay forever, but it won't let me, so I gotta just take them all. So
The thing is, if you have girlfriends, they will repeat their dialogue if you say that. But since he has no girlfriend, since he just did a 1-tower climb, no one loves him. Therefore,
so we have a lot of time to waste here. I can shove a couple little glitches if we'd like to fill some time, if that is all right.
or if you want to move ahead, we can move ahead. That's absolutely fine too. So it's up to you, Polo King.
Me, I'm a lonely host.
Oh, these are also all the girlfriends.
Oh no,
Okay.
we skipped everything. So what we can do is I can show you off a couple little things here that are pretty fun. So recently, Discovery of the Community was this big thing that happens when you beat Beldo, which is a funny thing that happens where you can switch the controller to port 2 and be able to turn on and off the VSync of this game, which actually changes a lot of the animation times and such. So I'm going to show you a thing real quick. We're going to go ahead and switch my controller over here to controller port 2. I'm going to go, because like you can't do this on controller 1. I believe I can do this in the town. I might have to go in the tower port, so we'll go
No,
ahead.
I think it's a tower and it stays in the town afterwards.
Yeah.
You also have to discard your items as well and sell them because you have too many stuff to enter the tower.
You're right. So we'll go ahead and go talk to, we'll go ahead and introduce you to some of the townsfolk. So this person here is the store owner. This is Fur. She's one of your dateable people you can do in this game. She's got a lot of sass. She's a lot of fun. We're gonna go ahead and just sell
You have a lot of
everything.
spells left too. Jeez.
Yeah, I know. 6 charge blinder. Amanda.
Mandara,
Another
okay.
3 charge blinder. I'll sell that. I'm just looking. So, we're going to go ahead and go in the tower here, and I'm going to turn on the VSync real quick. And I'm going to show you how much this messes with the animation of this game. And what this does, actually, has completely changed the categories for this game. While any percent didn't get affected. Any percent didn't get affected by this because you have to beat Beldo. It's a requirement for this to happen. But every other category we have that's like for like the 100% completions, the bookless records, new game plus modes, because you can keep playing this game after you beat the last boss. So we have a bunch of different categories for all that. So we're gonna go ahead and swap this controller port over here real quick for y'all.
If you have one already plugged in, you can just push.
I do not have a second controller. So we're gonna go ahead and hit L1 there, and Co's looking kind of weird. That's kind of strange. And so we're gonna go ahead and swap back over here. This was a recently discovered thing that was mentioned by programmer.
This has no use in any percent, Mike, but this is like an amazing use for bookless.
So like we're gonna be like, oh no, like look at how weird and slow the animations are here. But like look at also the frames of animation and how kind of everything kind of jitters and jumps. This actually is a faster strategy for the new game plus modes and such. But for any percent it's unusable because you have to have Beldo defeated to unlock this ability. And for some reason it's only on the second controller. So it's a weird one. But once it was discovered, it immediately started dropping all the records basically overnight. And you're gonna see these.
Other than
You're gonna see everything going like turbo mode. We're gonna make Nico a little mad, and then I'm gonna start. And we're gonna start flying really quickly through here. And so as we can see here, Ko is having some really weird animations. We're gonna meet some of the other girls here real quick, and they're gonna just see that these text boxes go flying through real fast. It's a really fun little thing. You especially notice it in here where you meet one of the other girls named Patty, and she